Hello and welcome back to Noted Pro. This is the channel where I document my journey going from a below average runner. Let me cross the road. I'm on a zebra crossing, but cars don't always stop. To the Brisbane Marathon 2032 Olympics winner. Yeah, baby. Anyway, it's as you can see, it's an absolutely stunning day today. I'm heading out at it's about 10:30. I was going to go out at 6:30, but it was moist, and you can't really hear it in my voice. Still a little bit sick from the other week. I had to skip yesterday's session. Do you guys follow like heart rate variability? I know it's supposed to be like a measure of health, and you know, if you drop too much, it shows you like you're on your way to a sickness or something. Well, so yesterday I dropped massively, and it's been on the way up. I noticed the trend before I got sick the first time, and I just wanted to make sure. But it was good today. I satisfied out on the run, but I'm just going out a bit later where it's a bit warmer. There's no clouds, just to be a bit more cautious. And I'm going to go a bit slower today as well, just to make sure I don't push my body too far. In terms of talking about it going too far, if you've seen my last video, the 10k race, oh, that was perfect. Because I was sick at the start of the week, ended up skipping my 2 hard sessions. I don't know if that's good or bad. Probably would have liked to have done them, but also don't want to. I mean, it's not a peak race, but you don't want to go in too tired to the races. And so the result of that race was, I think it was my best 10k in absolutely years. By years, I mean definitely pre-COVID, possibly even since like 2019. So a long time. But what comes with good results, it means it pushed the stats, my threshold up. So my what I'll say my marathon pace was, I think prior to the race, so 240, 245 watts, something like that. It's now bumped up to 277, and yeah, I don't know if I could run 277. Well, I said that last week, didn't I? So I'm not sure if I can run 300 for 5 minutes. I ran 300 for an hour. So I could probably do a lot more than I actually think. But what I wanted to talk about this week is there's been so do you guys know Stephen Scullion? He's an Irish marathoner. I think he's been to the Olympics. Can't remember if his PB is like the 209 or 211, and he released 2 videos about weight and the effect of weight on performance. Now, weight is important, but it's also not. Check out this lovely day. Jeez. I guess this is what happens when you go out at 10 o'clock instead of 6. Starting for winter. Well, I think winter technically starts tomorrow, but let's call it winter. As I was saying, weight is important, but it's also not. So you need to keep your training and health and all that, you know, as well as you can. Weight is it's just the finishing touches. Now, in Stephen's video, so he did 2. He did one where he ran with weights, and then the second one he was like, guys, I think he probably got a lot of negative comments, and it's just like, guys, chill. Weight is not the peak performance, and you should be focusing on your training first. Now, I agree with that, but he probably can't lose much, maybe a kilo, whereas I would say the average runner is someone like me. I am 97-ish kilos. My body type should be closer to 65 to 70. So that's about 30 kilograms heavier than what my peak what I should be. So for someone like me, for the average person, losing weight will make a massive difference. Lovely leg. Now, my old coach used to say something like, for every 10 kilograms, your speed will increase roughly a minute per K. So let's say you're averaging, let's say mine is 7:30. So if I drop 30 kilos, that will mean my easy pace should be roughly 4:30 per K. Now, obviously, I want my easy pace to be probably closer to 3.5. Now that, I can't get through dropping weight. I can get there through increasing my training and performance. So it is all balance. Now, but I think the UK and Australia are pretty similar, but the average American is even heavier. So I don't know what it is, don't really care. But let's say the average Australian could lose 30 kilos, the average American could probably lose 45. Now, that would make a massive difference on your joints, on your health, on everything. Now, I think what he was trying to get across was, if you are peak performance, if you are already maxing out, losing weight won't make a difference. I think his first video was something like every kilo adds about 3 seconds per mile, which I think is a bit inaccurate. I think the third kilo showed it was 4. So about 10 seconds for 3 kilos. Now, it's pretty much an exponential growth. So it goes up and up. So the more additional weight you have, the slower you are. So losing 5 kilos, losing at 6, it's going to be a lot more beneficial than losing the first. No, the other way around. Losing the first is going to be much more beneficial than losing the 6th. But they all make a difference for the average person. For Stephen to say, don't focus on weight, only focus on training, there's an element of truth to that. However, I think it's shows his privilege, because I think he said he doesn't know what his weight is, somewhere between 70 and 72. Now, my weight can fluctuate 10 kilograms in a month. I go from 80 to 90 back down to 80. Why? I need to be constantly monitoring, because if I just let myself go, if I eat that pastry, I eat that bag of lollies, I'm a one pack at one serve kind of guy. I can't just eat one, I gotta eat all of it. And that's how I am with training as well, and my goals. I can't just train 3 days a week. I go train every single day on a specific training program, push myself as far as I can. Now, weight in itself is not a determinant, but there's no way in hell I could win the Olympics at 90 kilograms, even 80 kilograms. Maybe I can at 70, but if I stay at my current weight, maybe I can get to a decent club runner, but that is as far as I can ever go. And that's really what I want to say today, guys. I really appreciate everyone watching. I think on my recent video, it was like 90% of the view time was subs. And I really appreciate you following along, because, well, it's great to do this. I would be doing this regardless of whether people followed me, but it's just so much more motivation when you know there's people like in your court. So really appreciate it. Now, as always, train hard and train smart. See you guys next week. I actually just started a Patreon. If you guys would love to support me, for every $1 goes towards this. So whether that's nutrition, gels, race entries, shoes, all that sort of stuff, everything, every dollar that you guys put on as a join of the Patreon works with supporting the growth of the channel and achieving my dream